Greetings, neighbors! Long time no see. That might as well be the motto for my channel at this point. Apologies for disappearing for a while. I had no intention of being gone for that long, but it is what it is, and I'm ready to get back into the YouTube groove now that Battle for Neighborville is finally here. So for this first video, we're going to be taking a quick look at each of the new plant and zombie classes that have arrived in Battle for Neighborville, so that those of you who are new to the game can see what they're all about. Alright guys, let's get into it. Let's start off with the 3 new character classes on the plant side, starting with my favorite little fungi, Nightcap. Now, a mushroom class has been a long time coming in the series, so I'm glad to see that it's finally here, and I'm sure Zach Scott is pretty happy as well. It's important to note that each character in the game has been reclassified into a specific role, which means that they fall under either attack, defense, or support categories. So Nightcap is a swift, sneaky ninja mushroom that is classified as an attack character, and Nightcap's main weapon is the Spore Strike, which consists of these fast slices that cut through the air and pierce unsuspecting zombies. As far as abilities go, Nightcap is all about stealth and movement. The first ability, Casting Shadows, deploys a large shadowy dome that sort of slows down enemy movements and hides your allies that are inside. In her second ability, Feng Fu, Nightcap warps through the air and unleashes this deadly barrage of strikes to nearby enemies, and it's a great move for finishing off zombies at low health. If you need to make a break for it, then quickly use Shadow Sneak to vanish and escape a sticky situation. Next up is the Snapdragon. This fiery flower has outgrown its planter pot and is now a full-fledged attack character in Battle for Neighborville. Snapdragon has 2 main weapon modes. The first is a short-range flame spray that burns enemies and deals damage over time, and aiming down the sights will convert Snapdragon's weapon into a flare ball, an explosive fire shot that can hit enemies at a distance. Snapdragon's first ability is the Swoop Slam, which causes him to fly up and crash down onto the ground, dealing damage on impact. The second ability, Blue Blazes, launches a fireball that follows nearby zombies. Snapdragon is more of a close-range character whose goal is to zone out opponents to secure an objective. The Blazing Trail ability is perfect for this, as it rolls out a wall of fire that can split up a group of zombies or create a temporary blockade. Finally, the last of the new plant characters in Battle for Neighborville is the Acorn, a defensive character that transforms into a formidable oak tree at the push of a button. Acorn uses a rapid-fire shell shot as its primary weapon and has 2 defensive abilities alongside its transformation. The first ability is Sap Trap, which allows Acorn to launch sticky bombs at opponents, knocking them back when detonated. The Acorn Dash will quickly spin you in the direction you're moving, allowing for a fast getaway or an easy way to get back into the action. Now, what's particularly cool about this character is that when Acorn transforms into an oak, other Acorn allies can hitch a ride and lumber into battle as a team. When you're in the oak form, the Sap Trap ability gets an upgrade, and the dash ability turns into Roll for Damage, which allows you to unleash giant rolling logs to damage and flatten zombies in your path. Now let's take a look at the new zombies on the block. First up is the 80s action hero. This rad zombie looks like an undead character straight out of the Goonies or the Breakfast Club. His chargeable retro bow blaster makes him particularly good at long range, so if you're looking for someone to snipe the plants, this might be the character for you. Now, you can't have an 80s action hero without some serious explosions. His first ability is a dodge maneuver that allows you to roll in any direction, dropping a wad of dynamite behind you for any plants that may be following a bit too close. Use the rocket ride ability to fly into the air and launch a series of missiles at groups of enemies. And last but not least is the Cant Missile, a homing missile that will track the nearest target. Follow up with this ability after landing shots with your bow blaster to create lock-on targets for the missiles and guarantee those plants go boom. Next up is my personal favorite of the new zombie characters, and that's this funky diva named Electric Slide. As the name suggests, she's an electric character that boogies into battle on a pair of roller skates to electrify the competition. Her boogie bolt sends a shock through multiple enemies and has a chance of stunning them as well. Electric Slide's first ability, Funky Bouncer, is a throwable magnet that pushes enemies away. It's a great tool for knocking plants off a capture point or for general crowd control. If you're looking for more electric damage, then send out a Disco Tornado and expand it into a supercharged whirlwind for extra shock value. When it's time to bounce, you can activate Electric Slide's Out of Fight ability, which is basically the Scientist's energy warp from Garden Warfare, so this one's pretty easy to get used to. Last but not least is the Far Out Space Cadet, the latest defensive zombie to join Neighborville. This character works similarly to the Acorn in that multiple Space Cadets can join forces when at least one player transforms into the space station. The Space Cadet uses a rapid-fire homing laser as her primary weapon, which has a faster rate of fire when you're in space station form. When docked, pull up a shield to help protect yourself from incoming fire. The Space Cadet has two main damaging abilities, the Gravity Smash and Big Bang Beam. Gravity Smash works kinda like the Snapdragon Swoop Slam, allowing Space Cadet to fly up and slam to the ground, causing damage on impact. The Big Bang Beam, on the other hand, is a charged precision laser that helps pick off enemies at a distance. In space station form, the laser transforms into a massive blast from beneath the ship, allowing you to fry plants down below in a single sweep. It's also important to keep in mind that as defensive characters, both Acorn and Space Cadet have increased health for improved survivability. Well, there you have it, you guys. Now that you know the ins and outs of each of the new plant and zombie characters in Battle for Neighborville, you might have an easier time getting used to these new characters on the battlefield. Stay tuned for more Neighborville videos and be sure to subscribe with notifications to stay up to date. I don't plan on going on a huge hiatus this time around, so look forward to another Neighborville video very soon. Thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you at the next video.